Have you ever wanted to be a musician but just didn't have the talent? What if I told you there was a way you could learn while playing a platforming puzzle game and listening to sick beats you create yourself? This is Fract. The idea behind Fract is a simple but intriguing one. You explore a now-dead alien world and bring it back to life by connecting its systems back together. The strange mechanical landscape resonates with music, and each area is brought more to life as you create music with the tools you've been presented with. Phosphorus Systems has tried their best to balance gameplay and knowledge deliverance, so let's give it a closer look. I'm sure the first thing you noticed was the stark art. Fract is a game of simple, powerful colors playing on darker backgrounds. Combine that with plain textures, but sharp architecture, and the world you explore really does have sort of an alien, technological, futuristic feel to it. Or, maybe like Batman Beyond. Man, Terry McGinnis is just so cool. The music plays well with the art, both complementing and juxtaposing it in certain senses. The music you create consists of relatively simple overlays of varying electronic-sounding noises, something that mirrors the limited and yet simple visual choices. But there's also sort of a fuzziness to the music, sort of in the background, which contrasts with the sharp landscape. If you want to see more of what I'm talking about, actually you should go check out the soundtrack on Bandcamp at the link in the description. It's pretty good. The gameplay is a conflicting experience. When it's good, it sucks you in and it feels so good to finish off the song. There were times when I'd go back to a puzzle I previously solved just to listen to the music it was making. But I do have some major issues with it. First off, you can't jump. I think this was to make the height-based puzzles easier to design and harder for gamers to cheat their way out of while keeping an open-world layout. But games that don't let me jump just feel really claustrophobic. Especially when you come to areas that are just like a step up to get to the next area, and you have to walk all the way around or find a way to get in, or whenever you fall off and you have to trick the game into letting you back up, just spacebar, plus spacebar, jump, hop it. Second, I don't know if I missed something in the beginning or some manual I didn't read, but I got lost often. Not just lost, but is this what I'm supposed to be doing? I thought this is what you wanted me to do. What do you want me to do? Lost. There were three main sectors of the game, corresponding to the three colors on the triangle and the logo. I got about halfway through red before thinking, I guess I'm done, I don't think there's anything else, and so I moved on to blue. After almost finishing that one off, I ended up having to use a guide just to find out where I was supposed to go. From there I realized, oh, there's actually a big level-ending puzzle, and I didn't do that for red, so I had to go back and use the guide there. And then I hopped on over to green and had to figure out that one, and I had to use the guide in there too. On the whole, it was pretty frustrating. Maybe these little guys pointed the way, but they don't. I don't know. I keep trying to find ways to figure out where I'm going, and I can't. I don't know what to do. So maybe use a guide. There's a really nice one on Steam with videos and everything, but I don't feel like I should have to. Maybe just like a lighted pathway, like an arrow, something. Beyond those two major problems, I thought everything was pretty neat. The puzzles were really intriguing and incorporated music elements really well without saying what they were. Like this right here, it's a block I have to get out of my way and put into the right slot. But it's also a matrix sequencer. Whoa! Right? Crazy. The puzzles are all pretty unique, and figuring them out took some time, especially if you know nothing about making music like I do. Though it took me a bit to figure out, it wasn't overly complicated or time-consuming, just enough to make you feel really rewarded whenever you get it right. And Fract is, they're really good about making you feel awesome for finishing something, because it goes from a terrible, awfully put-together, really awkward-sounding music to, ooh, oh yeah, that's good. In addition to the exploration game, there's also a straight-up synthesizer mode with a bevy of tools to create your own music. You actually unlock more and more tools as you play through the story mode, so once you get done, you have a full-fledged synth to play around on. And the tools are easy enough for a novice to understand, but powerful enough to create legitimate music. And you also own the music you export, so you can use Fract as a full-fledged music studio. Too cool. So what do I think of Fract overall? I like it. I like it a lot. It's got some major guidance issues, and the fact that I can't jump is going to irk me forever. But I think it's made up for with the coolness of being able to be part of creating music, and the genuine intrigue I felt when exploring the world. Fract is out right now, so if you want to dip your toes into creating music, or just want a cool exploration experience that's so much less pretentious than Dear Esther, you can go pick it up on Steam.